I see this gathering not only as a platform for vital dialogue, but also as collective commitment to integrating sustainable practice that promote economic growth while safeguarding our environment. Ladies and gentlemen, the aviation sector in Africa stands at the forefront of this transformation, poised to unlock the continent's vast potential as a powerful driver of connectivity, development, and long-term prosperity. Sharing of optimism, Africa's aviation sector saw encouraging growth in 2024, with passenger traffic increased by 9.5% to reach 235 million. This upward trend is not only evidence of our resilience, but also a precursor to the extraordinary future that awaits us, with a forecast predicting nearly 690 million passengers by 2053 for our continent. I am deeply impressed by the strategic importance of airport in Tanzania, from Julius Nyerere International Airport in Dar es Salaam to Kilimanjaro International and Obeid Amani Karume International in Zanzibar. These gateways are more than transportation hub. They are dynamic intersection where the magic of Serengeti, the majesty of Kilimanjaro, and the charm of Zanzibar's pristine beaches converge with limitless opportunity. It's also encouraging to note that the future of Tanzanian aviation is expected to grow from 6.5 million passengers in 2024 to nearly 19 over the next 3 decades. Ladies and gentlemen, the mission and commitment of ACI Africa are clear. ACI is devoted to advancing the quality, safety, and security, sustainability, and the resilience of each and every African airport. We must all recognize that our future depends on the decision we take today, in particular for our environment. ACI Africa is determined in promoting sustainable initiatives such as the Airport Carbon Accreditation, our own Sustainable Aviation Academy, and initiatives such as the Environment and Sustainable Development Awards, which this year spotlight sustainable waste management. In fact, beyond sustainability and policy, my focus remains on people. I take great pride in the capacity building initiative under the African Airport Development Program of ACI Africa, training over 3,500 airport professionals, many at no cost, and empowering nearly 900 individuals last year alone, reaffirm ACI Africa's belief that our people are our greatest asset. By investing in training focused on operational safety, sustainability, technology, and certification, among others, ACI Africa is committed to nurturing the human potential that transforms visionary idea into lasting impact. Ladies and gentlemen, today I ask you to join me, not just in speech, but in action. Let's forge ahead with the conviction that our investment in sustainable aviation and tourism will elevate our continent. Let the leadership of Tanzania and the spirit of Africa serve as our guiding lights, inspiring us to break barriers, challenge the status quo, and build a legacy that future generations will celebrate. I stand therefore with you, a heart full of determination and optimism. Together, let us transform our shared vision into reality, ensuring that Africa not only resides but soars on new heights. Let's Arusha 2025 be remembered as the place where idea become action and ambition met opportunity. Asante sana. Thank you very much, and I wish you all an inspiring and fruitful conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ali Tosi. It's my great pleasure to welcome Mr. Justin Arabachi, the DG, ACI World. Ladies and gentlemen, your hands, please.
Good afternoon. I would like to start by thanking Prime Minister and his entire government, the entire organization of Tanzania Airport Authority for being such fantastic hosts. It's been an amazing experience. You have a beautiful country with beautiful people, and I'm honored to have the opportunity to be here. I want to talk just quickly about the state of the global aviation industry. Right now, the state is very optimistic and promising. We have easily surpassed this in 2024, the pre-pandemic passenger traffic numbers, and we are poised to double those numbers by 2045. And in Africa here, you've even outpaced the global average, increasing yourselves 11.1% above 2019 numbers, and again are poised to double the number of passengers that go through here by 2042 or 2043. That is significant, and that's despite a lot of the challenges that we have to the industry right now with two conflicts in the globe. We have a lot of problems with aircraft, with engines, with resources, yet our industry remains robust and resilient. And we will continue to see that resilience. And we at ACI World will work very closely with ACI Africa to make sure that we are working with our airports to help them to do all they need to accommodate that growth and be successful in doing so. And I want to acknowledge the leadership of ACI Africa President Emmanuel Chavez and the Secretary General Ali Tunzi for all they've done to bring the airports in Africa forward. After yesterday's board meeting, we see that the impacts they have had are significant and impactful to this nation and this continent. And we continue our commitment to work with them at ACI World level. Now, we all know that we're facing some potential headwinds in the industry with the geopolitical changes, with some of the trade issues, with some of the other consumer confidence challenges. But we should not let these headwinds deter us from doing all that we need to do as an industry to accommodate this growth, because we are a resilient industry and this growth will happen and we need to prepare ourselves for it. So I want to say thank you again to this wonderful country for welcoming us, and asante sana. At this time, we'd like to ask the President of ACI Africa, Emmanuel Chavez, to come up and provide his remarks.
Your Excellency, the Honorable Prime Minister Kassim Majaliwa, all protocol duly observed, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Jambo. It gives to me immense pleasure to address you today in the vibrant city of Arusha, an emblem of dialogue, development, and regional cooperation. This occasion marks yet another milestone in our collective journey to advance the aviation sector across Africa. I join my Secretary General, Mr. Lee Tunzi, and Ms. and the Director General of ACI World, Mr. Justin, in expressing our heartfelt gratitude to the United Republic of Tanzania and the Tanzania Airport Authority for graciously welcoming us to your beautiful country for this important week-long gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to begin by reflecting on the unique challenges faced by many of our airports, especially those with the low passenger traffic. Financial viability and long-term sustainability remain key concerns. At the ACI Africa board meeting yesterday, our discussions centered on the range of adaptable strategies from initiative revenue generation methods and public-private partnership to expanding cargo capacities and diversifying non-aeronautical income streams, among others. Such strategies, when effectively implemented, can help even our smallest airport evolve into sustainable engines of economic growth. I also wish to draw your attention to broader vision that is reshaping the future of air transport across the continent. The liberalization of air services embodied in the African Union Single African Air Transport Market (SATAM) initiative. This vision represents more than a policy shift. It is a transformational agenda for African connectivity, economic integration, and opportunity creation. Ladies and gentlemen, by removing unnecessary restriction and open our skies, we have the power not only to transform air travel, but also to drive economic integration, boost trade, and foster regional prosperity. By easing restrictions and fostering a more open aviation environment, we enable more accessible and affordable air travel, promote trade and tourism, and deepen regional ties. These are not abstract benefits. They are tangible outcomes that touch the lives of all of us on the continent. However, the path of realization is not without the hurdles. Ladies and gentlemen, a recent ACI Africa survey reveals strong support for this liberalization vision among our members, with 94% of respondents seeing it as a critical for development, but yet major implementation challenges persist. Among the concerns raised were inadequate airport infrastructure to support increased air traffic, lack of harmonized aviation policies and regulation, broader policy and segmented visa systems, customers' complexity, and protectionist tendencies. There are no unmountable challenges, but they require collective will, practical solutions, and sustained commitment. In this context, I respectfully call upon the leadership of the United Republic of Tanzania, a great nation that plays a key role in East Africa connectivity and economic potential, to consider actively engaging in this continent vision. Believe me, your participation would carry weight and meaning. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a moment of choice. The future of Africa aviation is in not just on policy frameworks, but on the decisions we make now to collaborate, to align, and to lead. If we act with determination, we will create a more connected, competitive, and a resilient air transport sector in Africa that empowers millions and stimulates inclusive growth. Let us not ask if Africa is ready for this future. Let us instead ask, are we ready to make it happen? The time is now. Thank you very much. Karibu sana.
Hands once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the President and to the previous speakers before him. Honorable guest of honor, the key resounding agendas of for the days that will be used for the meetings and the exhibitions and so forth center around economic growth, technological advancement, tourism development, but one key thing is sustainable development. And the event will promote sustainable aviation practices that align with Tanzania's commitment to environmental conservation. Now, the video that failed me before, I believe it will play now, will clearly show our very esteemed delegates how Tanzania is taking steps now. Ladies and gentlemen.
Tanzania, nchi yenye uzuri wa asili inayozungukwa na misitu, mito, bahari, wanyamapori na viumbe hai adimu, na kuifanya kuwa kivutio kwa watalii na wageni kutoka mataifa mbalimbali duniani. Tanzania inatambua jitihada zinazoendelea kuchukuliwa na wadau katika juhudi za kupunguza na kukabiliana na athari za mabadiliko ya tabia nchi, ikiwa ni pamoja na mvua zisizotabirika, ongezeko la joto, ukame na mafuriko.
Tanzania is continuing to construct and expand rapid transport networks that are expected to reduce more than 900 million tons of carbon generated each year. We are also determined to increase the use of renewable energy sources from 60% in 2015 to 80% in 2025. Tanzania also is committed to preserve 48 million hectares of forest, and this is about 55% of the total land area of the country. And on top of that, we are planting 200 million trees in every 3 years. We call upon effective implementation of technology transfer while unlocking climate finance to fund our national determined contributions. We are also urging the developed world to raise their subsequent NDC's ambitions to halt greenhouse gas emissions from crossing the irreversible tipping point of atmospheric concentration of carbon dioxide.
The United Republic of Tanzania appreciates all individual efforts and other collective measures taken thus far in implementing interventions geared at upscaling, mitigation, and adaptation. Despite the efforts, we are observing unprecedented changes across the whole climate system in every region. Tanzania has put forward ambitious targets on both adaptation and mitigation. Through national determined contributions, the government spends on average $500 million per annum on adaptation measures and up to 3% of its GDP on mitigation and building community resilience.
Jitihada za kukabiliana na mabadiliko ya tabia nchi zimeibua changamoto na fursa muhimu ambazo zinaweza kusaidia kuchochea uhifadhi na maendeleo endelevu. Katika kuhakikisha changamoto zinazoendelea na fursa zilizopo zinakuwa na manufaa, serikali ya Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania imechukua hatua mbalimbali, ikiwa ni pamoja na mapitio ya sera, uandaaji wa kanuni, mikakati na miongozo. Biashara ya kaboni ni mojawapo ya nyenzo muhimu katika kukabiliana na mabadiliko ya tabia nchi duniani. Biashara hii hufanyika miongoni mwa nchi wanachama wa mkataba wa mabadiliko ya tabia nchi, itifaki ya Kyoto na makubaliano ya Paris. Tanzania imeanzisha kituo kitaifa cha ufuatiliaji wa kaboni, yani NCMC, ikiwa na jukumu muhimu la kufuatilia, kuratibu na kutoa ithibati kwa makampuni ya uwekezaji kutoka ndani na nje ya nchi kushiriki katika masoko ya biashara ya kaboni duniani. Maeneo muhimu ya biashara ya kaboni ni pamoja na: mosi, sekta ya usafirishaji kupitia matumizi ya mifumo ya magari ya umeme na uwekezaji katika mifumo ya usafiri wa mabasi ya umma; pili, sekta ndogo ya nishati, ikiwa ni pamoja na uzalishaji wa umeme kwa kutumia gesi asilia, umeme wa maji, joto ardhi, upepo, mawimbi ya bahari na nishati ya jua, matumizi ya gesi ya asilia na teknolojia bora za nishati; tatu, usimamizi na uchakataji wa taka ngumu kaboni, ikiwa ni pamoja na ukuzaji wa teknolojia za kubadilisha taka kuwa nishati, urejelezaji wa maji taka na uzalishaji wa gesi chafu katika sekta ya usimamizi wa taka. Nne, ni pamoja na kilimo rafiki kwa mazingira, yani smart agriculture, inayojumuisha mbinu za kisasa na teknolojia bora za kilimo na mifumo endelevu ya uzalishaji wa mazao, ikiwa ni pamoja na kilimo cha umwagiliaji. Utekelezaji wa biashara ya kaboni utachangia kupunguza gesi joto zinazosababisha ongezeko la joto duniani na hatimaye kupunguza athari za mabadiliko ya tabia nchi, kuchangia katika utunzaji endelevu wa mazingira na kuleta maendeleo endelevu ya kijamii na kiuchumi.
An emphatic message from Her Excellency Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of the United Republic of Tanzania, His Excellency Dr. Philip Isido Mpango, the Vice President of Tanzania, and not just a message, ladies and gentlemen, from both of our leaders, high-ranking leaders. We also have the Chief Implementer honoring and ready to officiate our event. Let's put our hands together. This shows the commitment of the government of the United Republic of Tanzania. And now it's my great pleasure to Professor Makame Mnyambarawa, Member of Parliament and Minister of Transport. Karibu, Professor. Audience is all yours. You also have the honor of welcoming the guest of honor to speech. Ladies and gentlemen, your hands to the Honorable Minister.
Honorable Kassim Majaliwa, Prime Minister of the United Republic of Tanzania, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Honorable guest of honor, distinguished participants, allow me to begin by expressing my deep appreciation to you, Honorable Prime Minister, for honoring us with your presence at this important occasion despite your demanding programs. Your presence is a great source of inspiration and a clear reflection of the government's unwavering commitment to the growth of aviation sector. Let me also take this opportunity to sincerely thank Airports Council International Africa for the wise decision to select Tanzania as the host country for 73rd ACI Africa board meetings, regional committee meetings, and exhibitions. This honor is not taken lightly. It is a vote of confidence in our ability, and we are proud to be your hosts. I would also like to commend the entire National Organizing Committee under the close leadership of permanent secretaries for their tireless effort in ensuring the success of this event. Asanteni sana kwa kazi mzuri mlioifanya. Honorable guest of honor, distinguished participants, this gathering brings together aviation leaders, airport operators, policymakers, and experts from across the continent and beyond. It provides a rare but crucial platform for engaging in fruitful dialogue on how to transform the aviation industry, not only in terms of efficiency and safety, but also with a forward-looking focus on sustainability, resilience, and economic inclusivity. This year's themes: navigating towards green future, harnessing sustainable aviation and tourism for economic prosperity, could not be more relevant. In a time when Africa's air transport sector is poised for growth, we must adopt innovative practices that protect our environment, empower our youth, and drive inclusive development. Hosting this meeting in Arusha, a seat that both a tourism hub and a strategic gateway to the northern corridor, offer Tanzania a golden opportunity to showcase its investment potential, not only in aviation and tourism, but also in logistics, green infrastructure, and regional cooperation. We believe this event will first strengthen the partnerships between African airports and the global players. Secondly, will boost investor confidence. Third, enhance visibility for Tanzania aviation and tourism sector. And fourth, build the capacity of young professionals and institutions to manage modern and sustainable airport systems. Honorable guest of honor, distinguished participants, this is the second time Tanzania is hosting ACI Africa meeting. The last one was in 2007. Much has changed since then. Our aviation landscape has evolved, new technology has emerged, and conversation around climate changes have become more urgent. This is our momentum to engage, to learn, to connect, and most importantly, to have. And the government of the United Republic of Tanzania, I warmly welcome all of you once again to this beautiful region of Arusha. We hope your stay will be productive, meaningful. I now humbly invite the guest of honor, Honorable Kassim Majaliwa, the Prime Minister of the United Republic of Tanzania, to this important meeting. Karibu sana uweze kutuhutubia. Asante sana Mheshimiwa Askofu.
Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Please sit down, please. Honorable Professor Makame Mbawa, Minister of Transport, Honorable Khalid Salum Mohammed, Minister for Works, Communication and Transport, Revolutionary Government of Zanzibar, Honorable Paul Makonda, Regional Commissioner for Arusha Region, and the entire delegation from Arusha Region, Honorable Member of Parliament, of responsible for infrastructure, Professor Godias Kiarara, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Transport, Mr. Justin Ebasi, Director General, Airports Council International, Mr. Emmanuel Chavez, President, Airports Council International, Africa, Mr. Abdulrahman Mombo Kaleo, Director General, Tanzania Airports Authority, Mr. Ali Tausi, Airports Council International, Africa, government officials present here, esteemed representatives from the private sector, religious members, members of media, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to begin by thanking the Almighty God, the most merciful, for blessing us together here in Arusha, Tanzania, for this significant continental event, the 7th Airport Council International Africa Board Meeting, Regional Committee Meeting, and Exhibition. It is my distinct honor and a privilege to address this distinguished gathering and to extend to each of you a very warm welcome to Tanzania, particularly to Arusha, the jewel of East Africa and the gateway to some of the world's most iconic tourism destinations. Distinguished delegates, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, before I proceed further with my remarks, it is my great honor to convey my warm greetings and best wishes from our national leaders who have officially entrusted me with the responsibility of delivering their messages to you on this important occasion. The first leader, Her Excellency Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of the United Republic of Tanzania, His Excellency Dr. Philip Isdor Mpango, Vice President of the United Republic of Tanzania, and His Excellency Dr. Hussein Ali Hassan Mwinyi, President of the Revolutionary Government of Zanzibar and the Chairman of the Revolution Council. The Excellencies extend their heartful greetings to all participants of the 73rd Airport Council International Africa Board Meeting, Regional Committee Meeting, and Exhibition. They warmly welcome you to the city of Arusha, to Tanzania at large, and Zanzibar, emphasizing that Tanzania is a true home for all. Our leaders also recognizes and deeply appreciate your commitment to advancing aviation and tourism across the African continent. They commend you for your participation in this significant and strategic event, which reflects a collective vision for sustainable and prosperous Africa. Distinguished delegates, on their behalf and on behalf of the government of the United Republic of Tanzania, I extend once again our warm welcome to all of you. Welcome to Tanzania, a land of peace, opportunity, and genuine hospitality. Distinguished delegates, Tanzania is gently honored to host this high-level forum, bringing together over 300 aviation leaders, policymakers, and innovators from across Africa and beyond. This event provides a valuable opportunity to share ideas, experiences, and a strategy that can help shape the future of air transport and tourism on the continent. The theme of this year meeting, Navigating Towards a Greener Future, Harnessing Sustainable Aviation and Tourism for Economic Prosperity, is both timely and in alignment with our national development aspirations. As climate challenges accelerate, this theme underscores our shared responsibility to build greener, more resilient air transport that support inclusive economic growth. Distinguished delegates, Tanzania's commitment under Her Excellency Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, I take this moment to express profound gratitude to Her Excellency Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of the United Republic of Tanzania, whose visionary leadership and inclusive governance have significantly elevated Tanzania's global standing. Under her guidance, our nation has made remarkable green progress in key sectors as follows. First, peace and economic growth. Tanzania continues to be more stable region. One, we have experienced a steady tourism number of tourism and international promotion initiatives such as the World Film is the Royal Tour. Second, infrastructure development. The Julius Nyerere hydropower project with a generation of capacity of 2,115 megawatts, and the standard gauge railway, now spanning over 2,100 kilometers, are enhancing Tanzania logistic backbone, rail and the road transport. Third, modernization of aviation infrastructure. Significant airport upgrades and a new construction are going. These include the development of Msalato International Airport in Dodoma, as well as improvements of other strategic airports like Kilimanjaro, Unguja, Pemba, Mwanza, Kigoma, Tabora, Shinyanga, and Sumbawanga. We are also advancing the Serengeti International Airport, a sustainable greenfield project aimed at tourism while preserving the Serengeti ecosystem. Fourth, aviation and safety enhancements. Two major initiatives, namely very high relay station and a digital automatic and terminal information services, are being finalized to improve real-time communication and safety in our airspace. The fifth one, and the last one, global recognition and national airline development. Tanzania ranked 4th in Africa in International Civil Organization security compliances in 2023. Additionally, Julius Nyerere International Airport won the 2024 Advanced Cargo Information Africa Safety Award for airports with the over 50,000 annual flight moments. Our national airline, Air Tanzania Company Limited, has grown its fleet to 16 modern aircraft, serving both domestic and international routes, with the plans to expand further into key global markets. Distinguished delegates, Air Tanzania Company Limited now operates over 120 weekly flights, connecting more than 15 domestic destinations and serving international routes to Dubai, Mumbai in India, Guangzhou, Johannesburg, Nairobi in Kenya, Harare in South Africa, Lusaka in Zambia, Entebbe in Uganda, Kinshasa, DRC, and more. As I said, plans are underway to expand further into London, Lagos, Accra, Juba, Muscat, and other key markets, enhancing region and global connectivity. Distinguished delegates, about investment opportunities and tourism promotion in Tanzania, I argue all our distinguished guests and international delegates to consider the diverse investment opportunities available in Tanzania, especially in aviation, logistics, and infrastructure. Tanzania, natural wealth, but also unmatched hospitality and a growing investor-friendly economy. Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the government of Tanzania and the people of the United Republic of Tanzania, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to each one of you, your expertise, your presence, and your partners to inspire confidence in the right of industry. As I conclude, I wish to commend the Ministry of Transport